Hello, my name is Lucy Loomes. I'm a London Bees player, position striker. Alongside being a London Bees player, I'm a university student of the University of Hertfordshire. For my third year, I've been doing a dissertation, work-based learning project on the attendances, looking into the attendances at London Bees, the barriers that are associated with them, and strategies moving forward that could hopefully improve attendances. I'm going to be asking Steven Barron, the General Manager, some questions to help me move my project forward and to develop my research. So, hello.
Hello.
So, how do you feel moving the games? Some of the games this season have been moved to Saturdays. How do you feel that's made an impact so far?
It was a trial. We thought spring series is a trial season, so we thought we'd try things a bit differently. And I've worked with a lot of schools in the area for a number of years, and it just felt hard work doing things on a Sunday. Schools weren't really getting behind it. Families' feedback was it's kind of family day, more hobbies and sports activities often on a Saturday. I didn't feel there was a massive link between the men's team and the ladies' team in regards to fans. So I made the decision with Dave Emerson, the team manager, about doing this on a Saturday, so we thought we'd try it, and it's been, I feel, a huge success.
Yeah.
I think as well, one of the things we looked at was the social life balance of the players. So we looked at, our team, all the players all have full-time jobs, and what we were finding is, they needed social life as well, and because they're playing on a Sunday, they couldn't do anything on a Friday night, couldn't do anything all day Saturday, and then they're playing on Sunday and going back to work on Monday. Whereas this way meant that, yes, still don't get to do anything on a Friday night, playing on a Saturday, and then maybe they could relax Saturday night, have all day Sunday to themselves, and then back to work on a Monday. So we thought from a player welfare as well, it was a benefit, and I feel it's been successful this year. Actually, as a player, do you feel it's better?
Yeah, no, definitely. I do. I prefer them being on Saturdays, because obviously you get your Sundays to relax.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, question number 2. How has the relationship with Cannons High School been so far?
It's been really good. Cannons High School is very close. I've been working with them for 2 to 3 years now, and I went and met the head, and he had a signed Sunderland shirt in his office. He's from the same part of the northeast as me, and I said, wouldn't it be good if you had a London Bees shirt with Cannons High School in your office as well? And he said it would be. Tell me more about it. So I started talking to him about how we could engage more Cannons High School students on a Saturday coming across to watch London Bees games. Sophie Harris, who's our goalkeeper, she's a teacher there, and it kind of built from there. And he liked the idea. The head and the staff, they come to games regularly. A lot of the students attend the games on a Saturday, and it's just it's a very small step, but I think it's going to go a long way. And we do appreciate their support as well, because we need their support to help us grow, and they've helped tremendously.
Okay. Another thing about this season that there's been a lot more of. Can you talk to me a little bit about player sponsors?
Okay. Sponsorship in football is a really strange thing. Sponsors often feel that they don't get enough for what they pay their money on. So I went away and looked at it, and I thought, well, if you're going to give me £50, £500 or £5,000, I've got to make it value for money. So with the player sponsors, I wanted to make sure that the individual felt appreciated. So on a match day, I think some of our player sponsors have had their photo taken with their players every single game. Yeah. But we've engaged the player sponsors. We talked to them about would they want a shirt at the end of the season, or do they want a shirt now? Some of them wanted the shirt straight away. So we did that. We got signatures done. We've had them involved in the match day as choosing the player of the match. And I'm constantly talking to them, because I feel even if it's a small sponsorship, it's still really important. And what I wouldn't want to do is do nothing all year, and then next year ring them and they'll go, Stephen London Bees ring us, and not answer. So I feel that if I engage with them, they enjoy it. We've had some really great feedback on match days with the Pecking Order restaurant downstairs, and how they've enjoyed the whole match day experience. So it's been a really good growth, and I think people have spoke to each other, and we've ended up with 20 player sponsors, which has been huge. huge for us this year.
Lastly, what's your philosophy moving forward for the Bees?
I think when we talked about London Bees sort of prior to coming in, I wanted to make sure that all of the team felt appreciated. There was little things that I was probably quite petty about how much kit is handed out and things like that, thinking how much this all costs. And I spent a lot of time trying to get to know the team. I remember going to Durham away, wasn't a very nice hotel, walking in as if there was a dagger in my back because of at what the hotel was like, and I hadn't appreciated that. I looked at cost. This year we're sitting in a nice hotel when we go to Durham, so I'm sure everybody will be very happy. But I think understanding the players a little bit more and then getting to know the fans, and I think there's a certain level that I expect from the players in regards to engaging with fans. I expect good language at all time, and you're a team and part of the club, and I think the girls didn't feel like they were getting that. So I think because I've helped to deliver that more to the team, we've had a better season and everyone's working a lot more closer together. But I think no matter what level, you could be part-time, a student studying, you could be full-time, you could be out of the game, but there's a level of professionalism that I wanted to instill into the whole team, and that's been sort of my biggest philosophy. If you're in the development team and you're getting beat 8-0, then you still carry on playing. We took 9 girls to Yeovil away last season. What a trek to go all the way but we weren't calling it off because Yeovil had trained all week. So just because we couldn't get enough players doesn't mean that we don't make the journey. And I think in the past we might not have done that, and I think that's the philosophy, is that we will always play our team out, we'll always try our best, we will be gracious when we win. If we beat someone 8-0, then we have to be respectful to them, their parents, the people watching, and because sometimes we get beat. So I think it's that philosophy that I'm trying to put through, that we want our standards have to be this high. And if we can get our standards personally this high, then I feel like we'll be a good football team and a good football club.
Thank you very much, that's all.
No problem. Thank you.
Thank you.